We got WCW Saturday Night to talk about here today.
Bryan, with that shirt and haircut combo, you look like Ed Kowalczyk from Live.
Matt Pinfield.
I love you.
I see, yes.
See these pants.
Please, no.
Oh, God. Okay, phew.
I would show you mine, but I haven't worn any in about a year and a half.
Presented in the most complete form possible due to original production technical difficulties.
Nothing like buying a really nice, absurdly expensive camera, and then it just doesn't work 3 months in.
Yeah, you look fuzzy, and not just your head.
I shouldn't.
Well, to me, you do. Of course, I've been drinking. I deemed this show the Parade of Mullets, each one more glorious than the one before it. It was amazing.
So, for some reason, Jesse cannot be shown on TV this week. I don't know if he was doing the show remotely. Maybe he was on Zoom in 93. I'm not sure. And he goes, this is a quote, "Woo. Woo. WCW Amateur Challenge. Some goof named High Voltage vows to prove people wrong and wrestle, and he was never seen again."
We should have used the gimmick for you, Vinny. Low voltage.
Yes.
You barely move.
This is the needle that goes...
Yeah. It's like your Orange Cassidy gimmick that you had in the battle.
The big gold belt is on a pillow, and he's got his arm around it like it's a baby. This is his child. There's nothing more precious to Rick Rude than this gold belt right here.
You think you could get your very busy friend a heads up maybe Monday night?
I'll do what I can, Craig. Right, Vinny?
I'm the busy friend?
No, Craig! Where have you been? What are you doing? What are you reading and watching?
Now I'm looking at you. Why are you so mad at me?
I'm not getting too much out of this peacock wrestling.
I would pay to see peacock wrestling.
Is there no more NXT?
If I go to Peacock right now, okay, and I go to this WWE tab, I already screwed it up. I hate this app. WWE, okay, I click that. The many faces of Foley, Superstars, latest NXT episodes right there, Granny.
I did find my deal or no deal.
You found Deal or No Deal and you couldn't find NXT?
Well, actually, I didn't look for it because I thought you said they didn't have it anymore.
So this whole thing was all about something you didn't even look for?
That's right.
Today on the show, we will continue reading poems from last week's show. Okay, does anyone remember where we were last time?
Nope.
People pay for this show. Jesus.
I don't know why. Hulk Hogan got booed. He was dressed like Jack Sparrow. He has lost all his fans. And also his hero.
I like that one.
I can't believe I got through that. I'm so proud of myself.
Ashamed of you.
Friday Night SmackDown, I just cannot get into it. It's so loud and noisy.
Do you have a volume control on your television set?
Yeah, is your television broken?
On my TV, I can't turn it down.
You can't turn the volume on your TV up or down?
I put it on mute.
So you can mute it, but you can't turn the volume up or down?
No. 3/14/92 in Germany, 1989. Bret Hart versus...
Is it 92 or is it 89? You give us two dates.
The crowd loves Hart.
What's the match?
Yeah, who's in it?
Rollover drops and wobble punch, headlock, clothesline, jump on face, Hart out of the ring, top rope arms dangling while being punished. Missed a twirl punch. Where's that noise?
Vinny's purple right now, Granny.
Okay.
Not sure who won.
I don't think it.
I think Hart won this one, but there was...
Granny, stop for a second. You haven't told us who is in the match.
I said Bret Hart versus Dino Bravo.
This is on audio and video. I will go back later tonight, and I will find out if you said this.
Bret Hart versus...
Is it 92 or is it 89? You give us two dates. They're talking about, it was the greatest era ever of sports entertainment.
Yes.
Vince is reminiscing, these big stars, and, it's such a joy to watch these two guys in the ring, and it's like nothing that you're doing now is anything like what made this the greatest era of wrestling. Yes. Do you not see that when you do these interviews on these shows? And can you do some math here, Vinny?
I can try.
1.1 million plus 841,000. What does that come out to?
1.94 million.
Well, look at that. Raw did a 1.91 million.
Well, hey then.
So right now they are beating Raw, when you put them together, they are not, however, yet beating SmackDown.
Kyle O'Reilly has a new look. He's got a fedora and sunglasses and a denim jacket and torn up jeans. Looks like he should be in a coffee shop somewhere doing a bad cover, a Third Eye Blind or something.
Vinny, he's cool. He's cool Kyle.
I see.
Everybody thought that he was ripping off Orange Cassidy. And God is my witness, at not one point during this ever did I think of Orange Cassidy.
I didn't either, but I can see.
But he was, in fact, wearing a jean jacket.
And sunglasses and acting like a guy who was not taking this very serious.
3 years ago, if you would have gone back to the future, like you're Kushida and you go back in time.
Yes.
And someone's saying, oh man, did you see that fucking Johnny Gargano match at TakeOver? Jesus Christ. 3 years, what's this fucking guy going to be doing? And you sat them down and you said, well, he's going to be a comedy geek that they call Papa John. And he's going to have 2 kids that are actually grown human beings. He's going to be feuding with a serial killer in a comedy segment where his daughter is in love with the serial. They'd be like, what in the fuck are you talking about? That's where we're at now.
They're doing a WWE Untold on 2 dudes with attitudes. And I wonder if it's just because they're doing the exact same thing here with Raquel and Dakota that they did with Diesel and Shawn.
Cameron Grimes became, and I quote, a billionaire.
They did use a B, yes.
GameStop stock. Now listen, I know it went sky high, but he's a billionaire now.
That's a lot of money.
The first hour was NXT from the last year,
yes.
And then the second hour was NXT from 3 years ago. I thought it was great. So anyway, a tale of 2 shows.
Hangman will throw a German suplex. Starks will flip all the way over and land on his feet. But Starks only got to his feet after landing very badly on the back of his head and brain and neck, and it looked terrifying.
Actually, he sort of landed on his head and his feet at the same time. If you're on national television and you want his name to be Trent, then, okay, well, explain why his name is Trent.
So MJF takes over, and MJF is out of this world fantastic, and he says the so-called Jericho rub is just when Chris Jericho wrestles guys who are already over and then takes credit for their popularity.
He's so good that the other guys just look at him. They're like,
yeah.
They're impressed.
At this point, Dynamite, the workhorse show to end all workhorse shows, was halfway through, and Ty Conti had the best match on the show on Dynamite.
And then Britt Baker came out afterwards and pointed to the big screen. She's now the #1 contender, which was quick. You got to do everything you can to make people want to see that match on May 5th and do 1.5 million viewers or whatever it's going to do. And they are doing everything in their power to make that match seem like a must-see event, even though it is too early. I have to hear all of these yeah but geeks on the internet. Yeah, but you complain about the magic in WWE, but what about Shaq? What about the Elite? The Elite disappeared. There was time for them to disappear. There was time for Shaq to disappear. There's time for you to be, in your fucking house and you turn around, your cat's outside. That can happen.
What? Main event, Darby Allin defending the TNT title against Jungle Boy.
God damn, the wrestling was great in this match. They're going to be doing this match in a decade, and it's going to be fucking 10 times better because they'll be in their physical prime in 10 years.
Right.
Maybe not Darby. I mean, he's running a hard schedule here.
Yes. 6 more things have to happen before the show goes off the air. Scorpio Sky and Ethan Page attack. I don't know why. Murder Hawk Monster saves. I kind of know why, because he's watching Sting's back, I guess. Sting comes back, and they're just there, and that's the end. That none of that needed to happen.
I would say that if the full NXT had been as good as the last hour of NXT, I may have voted a tie. Mm-hmm. But because the first hour of the NXT show was the first hour of that NXT show, yep. AEW wins this week.
Yes, the best stuff on NXT was on par with the best stuff on Dynamite, but the worst stuff on NXT was way worse than the worst stuff on Dynamite, so AEW does win.